Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, where we talk all things two structures and building your dream home. Today we're going to talk about the process that you go through whenever you choose a home with us and what that build process looks like. There's a lot of different things that we will do throughout the build, such as selections and walkthroughs, blueprints, all of that. So we're going to go through step by step what that process looks like.
So we already went over the first steps onto how to go under contract, pick your lot, and all that. So check out our previous video if you have any questions about getting started with us. We wanted to kind of go in a little bit deeper with what the process looks like to build with two structures. So the first step is going to be your onboarding meeting.
So the onboarding meeting consists of a Zoom call with either salesperson, either I or Amanda, and then Kelsey, our selections coordinator at the office. Basically, it's just a quick 30-minute call where we get on Zoom with you and we go through CoConstruct, which is our online platform. We'll probably do another video in depth on CoConstruct later to kind of show you how that works. But it's basically a platform where you'll choose all your selections. So we just go through how to use that, and you'll sign off on some agreements and then get to know our selections girl, Kelsey.
And then at that time, we'll go over some timelines, deadlines, where to go next to make those selections for flooring, tile, backsplash, quartz, granite, all of that good stuff. So we give you the first steps and a checklist of where you need to go and make those design decisions for your home.
Yeah, so after onboarding, we will schedule a meeting with you to finalize your red lines. So Kelsey in that meeting will give you a deadline for when your red lines need to be due. And basically that is just any changes that you want to make to your floor plan. So moving walls, what kind of upgrades you want in your kitchen, anything from what the front looks like to all the interior. So it doesn't involve all the selections just yet. You have a little more time to choose like your light fixtures, your colors, all that kind of stuff. But the bones of the house is what you want for your red line process.
Mm-hmm. So that's basically the walls, plumbing, appliances, where you want those located. And then we'll take that to our draftsman, our in-house draftsman, and then he will draw up your plans for your specific house. You're able to make minor changes to maybe moving your kitchen island over a foot, or make major changes like adding a bonus room, adding a bathroom, those types of things at that time.
So during that time when he's drawing up your plans, you will be in the process of making those selections, such as light fixtures, flooring, counters, tile, all of the colors in your house. So you'll have about a month or two to do this, and Kelsey will also give you a due date for that as well.
And some of those can just be chosen on our portal, CoConstruct, or you can make an appointment to go into our supplier and see the lights, see your appliances, see your hardware in person and make that decision there. So, but you could also look online as well. So if you are out of state or you're not in Oklahoma City, we can still help you make those decisions.
Yeah, a lot of people actually have built with us who don't even see their house until the week of closing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool because they live out of state and they can't walk it. So that's what's nice about CoConstruct, which we can go through later, but you can choose everything on that app.
I think a lot of people get overwhelmed with CoConstruct, or even just the process in general. So what I like to tell people is just that this is the toughest part of the build, because you're making so many decisions that are going to impact the way your house looks. So what I like to tell people is just that, you know, make one decision at a time, and this process and this time of making these selections is going to be one of the most stressful parts of the build. But then the next step is going to be our pre-construction meeting. So when we get to that meeting, we will finalize all of your selections, bring everything together, see if there's anything that's missing, and really tie up those loose ends for you. And you'll leave that meeting feeling a lot better, and you'll feel like, oh yes, my house is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, so at that meeting, you're basically locking in, like Amanda said, all the selections. And then you get to see your blueprints, you'll get to meet the builder at that meeting, and we'll all sit in a room together and go over everything and finalize it. So after that is really when the fun begins. Well, not that picking out stuff isn't fun, but it just gets easier, I feel like.
Yeah.
We'll have our first walkthrough together will be called our frame walk. It's probably about 2 to 3 months into the build, kind of depends on once the framing's complete. But as soon as that goes up, we will walk the house with the builder, and we will go through and just make sure everything's correct. You can write on the house, any quotes that you want to write on the wall. Some people find that a good time to do that. And we'll just kind of show you the house as it's going up. So that's our first walkthrough, just a really simple, quick walkthrough of it under framing.
And then Sarah and myself will send you weekly updates, typically every Friday or Saturday, telling you, what has happened so far that week and what is expected for the next week. And we'll tell you, if we're set to close anytime soon, like estimated close dates and stuff are sometimes we provide those in and our weekly updates as well. So between framing and the next walkthrough is going to be your mechanical stage and inspection. So from the exterior, you might not see a lot going on, but on the inside, we're running plumbing, HVAC, low voltage, electric, all of that. And then we'll go to the inspections phase. So the inspections phase is we rely on the city for that. So the city actually comes out, inspects the home themselves, and gives us the all clear to go ahead and insulate and drywall the house.
Yeah, so the next step, which is leading into drywall, would be our trim walk. So that's something that we do a little different here, which we think is really fun, is you get to lay out your closet layouts with our trim carpenter. So we'll all meet together again with the builder and we'll walk the home. Janine, our warranty person, is sometimes there as well. And we'll walk through and we'll just tell them how many long hangs, short hangs, shoe boxes, all that kind of stuff that you want in your closet. And this is also a good time if you want any special trim work done that you can choose that, such as like an accent wall or adjustable pantry shelves. So there's just a lot of things that you could add on at that point too. But customizing closets just comes as standard with our houses. So after your trim walk, we will be in constant communication with the title company and your lender to get things closed for you on the house. So basically that's just a lot of behind the scenes things going on. There will be appraisals happening, paperwork, builder docs being sent over to your lender and the title. But of course, throughout that process, there could be changes in closing dates. It all depends on the construction process right now. So typically what we'll do is at paint stage, which will be right before your homeowner orientation, which is our final walkthrough of the house, we will be able to narrow down a pretty good closing date for you. And that way you can start preparing and getting set for your closing.
And that's going to be at like your 45-day mark, typically 45 days before we close. So that'll give you enough time to submit any final paperwork to your lender, button up any loose ends, and that's when you could do your own inspection. And we also do our own third-party inspection as well, so that's just something that some buyers do. The homeowner presentation will be a couple days before closing, where we reveal the finished home to you. We'll go over any outstanding items that may be on back order or any issues like that, but we'll show you how the home works, appliances, warranty, HVAC system, like everything that you use in the house. We'll go over all of that with you at that time.
Yeah, and then after that walkthrough, we give our team a few days to finalize everything as much as they possibly can before your closing day, and then we close on the house. So your closing day will be at the title company where you sign the documents there, and then after we hand over the keys that day, it's yours. So that is a quick rundown of the process, but we will do a more in-depth video later on the CoConstruct app and a few other things about the process as well, but I hope this helps.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, see you next time.